simplify. Well, I'm just going to do a very short podcast because a couple of things interested me. One, Lindsey Graham was in disbelief that a county could press charges against a former president. And he said that they shouldn't be able to press charges against the former president, and that the judgment should be up to the voters when they vote for president in the next election. Well, that is absolutely crazy. And then Lindsey Graham said there would be revenge on the Democrats if this is the way they want to go, and allow counties and people who work in counties to press charges against someone who had been president. Well, I just couldn't even believe he was saying that, because counties vote for presidents. Counties make presidents. And on election night, people stare county by county to see how people are voting. Voting is the support system for a president. That's where the president actually connects with people and gets the votes that actually make him president. So counties probably would never ever think of attacking or placing charges against the president unless the president came into the county to do the dirty work. And that's what Trump did. Trump came into Fulton County, embarrassed all of the people that had worked and helped that election be successful, to get the votes in, to get them counted, to get the report out quickly so that Trump could know whether or not he won or lost Fulton County. If they hadn't done that work, if they hadn't worked so well, that county would be a straggler, it would be in limbo. And then everybody would be very upset because they would say they were disorganized. So it's like if you see a man who is president and he is molesting women, and there are even complaints of him raping women. As a person in a county, you might say, I really don't like that, but you might not do anything. You might even still vote for the person if that's the person you like. But if that person comes into your house and starts bothering women and possibly raping women, then you're going to get very physical. You might beat the person up. You might even kill the person. Or you might just call the police and have them arrested. That's the difference between Trump having counties support him and other candidates in elections, and the difference with Trump coming back into the county and then throwing out 11,780 votes. Now he's getting personal. Now he's coming face to face with voters. Now he's telling voters one by one, 11,780 times, that your vote's not going to count because I'm replacing your vote with a vote for me, regardless of how you count it. It's going to be a vote for me. When you come into a county and you get close, personal, start damaging the county, start offending the people who live in the county, the voters, and then go on and start breaking into the voting machines and spend a whole day gathering information about the voters in that county, downloading the information, and doing heaven knows what with it. Who knows where it is? Who knows how it'll be used in the future? You have invaded the very, very private space of all of those county voters. You are going to get treated very poorly by the county, and if possible, you're going to get charges. You are now going to be subject to the legal system of the county, especially if nobody else cares what happened in the county. You know, you might come into somebody's house, bother their wife, rape the daughter, then leave, and no one else cares. But the people in the house care, and the people in the house are not going to let you get away with it. And that's why Donald Trump finally got indicted by a county, because the county said he's doing this all over the country. He's doing this in various states, various cities. Nobody's doing anything. But in our county, and the way he was treating our elected officials, and the way he was pressuring our elected officials that phone call was lasted about an hour, and it was just very hard to listen to, even if you're not a participant. It was just a very, very high-pressure call. Trump came with a group of lawyers, all kinds of people to pressure the county officials to do something, the state officials, county officials to do something illegal. And they said no, they weren't going to do what Trump wanted them to do. So Lindsey Graham needs to be voted out. His mind is not with the people. He is with the president, whoever that might be, but he is certainly not with the people he's supposed to be representing. He is one of the elitists who feels, I got this job. I'm now not one of them. I'm one of those great people. I am above the law. And I don't expect any county, any city to bother me with their petty little lawsuits. If the federal government comes after me, that's one thing. But don't let these states, counties, and cities come and try to harass me about me breaking the law. So Lindsey Graham needs to be voted out. I just can't believe that he even said that about Trump. He felt that Trump was above the law, and the only way Trump should be punished is by seeing whether or not he gets elected in the next general election. Absolutely crazy. So, another thing that I heard today, Michael Cohen, the person who was at one time Trump's lawyer, who did all the dirty work, all the cover-up work, all the illegal city filings and so forth, and then got caught, was forced to sit in front of a congressional committee, finally went to jail. I think he spent 2 to 5 years or something like that, and now he's being sued by Donald Trump for $500 million because he broke confidentiality contracts that he had with Donald Trump. And that's absolutely ridiculous, because if somebody's doing something illegal, there is no contract that can hold you to do illegal things. If you sign a contract and you find out what you're doing is illegal, you do not have to abide by any contract. But you can always sue. Doesn't mean that your suit is any good, but you can always sue. And we know that Donald Trump loses a lot of lawsuits, but he always resorts to suing because most people can't afford all of the attorneys that you're going to need to sue Donald Trump, because he's going to have a lot of motions. You're going to keep coming back to court. It's going to go on for years, and most people are going to run out of money. So Trump will win by default. But anyway, he's suing Michael Cohen, and Michael Cohen announced that he now wants to run for Congress. He didn't say whether it was for the House of Representatives or the Senate, but he says in the near future, he wants to run for Congress in his old district, whatever that was. I assume it's somewhere in New York. He did lose his attorney's license when he went to jail for the illegal acts he did with Donald Trump. I don't think Michael Cohen would be a good candidate because he didn't have the ethics in the first place. You know, when you grow up, your big goal is to become an attorney. Your parents save up, they put you through school. You go to I assume you went to a nice school, paid, huge amount of money, maybe $40,000 a year, undergraduate school, then law school, then, who knows what else they had to pay for. And then you spend all these years, you end up with a job working for Trump. You start doing all types of corrupt things. Is that really what you wanted to do? Is that really what you wanted to do? Seems to me that if you go through all of that effort, brain power, get licensed, you have to pass the bar exam in New York, you don't want to end up having your job be working to fix problems for Donald Trump, especially when he's doing a lot of illegal activities. So the pay was great, but in the end, he has a bad reputation. He lost his license to practice law in that state. I don't know if he can go to another state and get a new law license. I don't know what the rule is for that, but I don't think he would be a really good candidate in Congress because you would never know what's his ethical guideline. Yes, he's angry with Trump now, and he really goes off. When he talks about Trump, he gets very emotional. He's just really, really upset about all of the stuff that Trump is doing and did. But he couldn't see it when he was involved in it. He should have been able to see corruption when he was involved in it. And if he doesn't have the ability to see corruption, is he going to be a good person to represent people in Congress? I don't think so. But that's what he wants to do. So, anyway, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you will like the podcast, and I will talk to you later. Be good. Be safe. Bye.